Osy oats and dozy oats and little lambs the ivy, a kittly ivy too, wouldn't you? Mid-mouth and sweet tooth, king of Candyland, mid-mouth and sweet tooth. Uh, Wanted this video, kids, to be a light little topic, kind of, fun with Das Pook while Das Pook paints a ledge. Yeah, paint a ledge, Das Pook. Make it 90 degrees. Come on, son, I'm here to take you home. Pack your bags, I'm here to take you home. Yeah, anyway. I felt like I got a lot out in that last video. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But anyway, I was just thinking about childhood and throwing baseballs in the street. How that was. Footballs, Nerf footballs, a lot of Nerf footballs, some real footballs, and then baseballs and softballs and kickballs, lots of balls. We played ball. We played arrows also, and jarts, and skateboarding, and egging cars and snowballing cars and hanging eggs and sticking potatoes in gas tanks and calling and ordering huge restaurants, huge dinners on somebody else's bill in the neighborhood. Yep. Those were the good old days. Yep. Can't deny that. Ooh, cow. I've been doing all this and you guys don't even see what I'm doing. I'm doing this ledge right here. I want a lot of vertical stripes on it so that it's showing, a downward movement, like the dirt was yanked out or pulled down or pulled upward. An effect commonly called up or down. Banana. But not side to side. No, there we go. Let's break it up a tad. A few X's in there. And then a little up-down movement, a different variation on the up-down. Coming around a little closer to where everything's going to be in focus, where the eye should be. Thicken some of it. I don't know. Sometimes you paint, you follow a line, and other times you paint um, actually seeing it like a shadow already embedded in the canvas, and you just need to follow that shadow. Yeah, it's a weird thing, painting and talking. But that's the yoga, you know. paint and talk or get the fuck out. That's the name of this game. That's the name of this little bout. We're doing some direct up and downs over the coffee maker. Okay, and then here it's getting closer and closer to the viewer. It's coming at them, so it's got to get fatter. Can still use this brush. This brush is plenty fat for the time being. Okay, and it comes to that ledge. Ugh. You guys catching all this? I think you're pretty far away. No, Kit Kit, you stay down. You stay down, Kit Kit. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm feeling a bit haggard. My back is really killing me right now. Yeah, you know, could have done one better for myself. You know, don't maim yourself is a good principle unless you're trying to solve a philosophical problem. And then go ahead and do it. I don't know. I've got the burn in the palm. I've got scars on the back of that hand due to punching through framed, punching art through framed glass. I don't know. I've punched a lot of walls in my time, but I've never actually hauled off and really decked anyone ever, because I'm afraid I'll kill them. I'm afraid I'll knock their whole head off in a single punch. Doesn't mean I would, but it doesn't mean I couldn't. And I guess I've always been nervous about that, and it's probably because I just haven't got into fights with people my own size to really knock each other around. You know, it's always these smaller guys that got to prove something that you're up against, and they've got to do something. They've got to haul off and sucker punch you somehow, or just, I don't know, the rawness of a fight. This one guy kept a year-long grudge against me, and I went into the bar, and he said, "You probably don't remember who I am." And I said, "Well, I'm not exactly certain, but I'm like, oh, I think you're the doorman that was there a year ago where I had some words with you," because I had told him to fuck off when I was leaving the door, and he's like, "That's right." And man, he followed me out, and he came up to my chin, and I'm like, okay, because all the guys were coming out of the bar, and I thought, oh man, I'm gonna get Hoyle ran like a gang ass kicking. So I said, "All you stay back," and they all stayed back about 30 feet, and this guy just walks right up to me. I just drop my hands because I'm thinking I'd knock this guy's head off, and he came up to me and he just, and he head-butted me in the tooth, and I went down. And yeah, I called him a fucker again, and he flinched like he got pissed off again because he wasn't gonna kick me when I was down. The whole thing was partially for show, and just kind of this way about protecting one's honor, protecting one's words. There we go.
'Cause a man's word is all he's got. That's what a man's word is. Better make certain that word is unamendable and unchangeable and unthinkable and unthinkable. The Slytherin and the slimy toad did waller and wimmer in the wave, did gristle and the grimy grode, drum knuckle in the wave. There we go. Let's see. What does that look like? This side, this side, this side. Closer. Get a little closer. Don't be shy. Get a little closer, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Oh. Maybe Amendum should have the, like the Olympic Games of philosophy where you box each other, or maybe kickbox each other. Of course, I wouldn't do so well in that. So boxing, and you box your opponent, and the one that has the truest fortitude of their thinking and their being would probably win that match. I don't know how long you would train for, though, but it'd be interesting. I'd come off my pain meds 2 days before that kind of a match, so that I really felt everything that my body was going through. So I didn't have an advantage, a pharmaceutical advantage in that bout. That would be kind of fun. Anyway, what are we at? 12 minutes, and I've done the ledge in 12 minutes. That's incredible. Okay, let me see what else. I mean, the whole thing needs a big doing over. It almost looks like cardboard now, like it's a cardboard cutout because I went up and down so readily. Oh yeah, okay. Time for black checkerboards. Alrighty, row. I guess I'm still not done with brown. I guess I still need to paint more of that. Ugh. No, I gotta paint some black in there now. Gonna change up a little bit. It's getting kind of dull. This one's just painting and philosophy and jibber jabber. History, a little bit, just some meager little delights without sharing my special little delights. The love I do is a hard thing to understand. 'Cause everybody wants love, unless it goes missing from them. Ooh. Everybody wants love, it's not hard to see. But some people wait for other business and to just be happy. All the lonely peeps, the lonely ones give me the creeps. All the lonely peeps, I'm just kidding about the creeps.
all alone that beep beeps. Do they all bleep bleep? Bleep 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 bleep. Bleep 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 bleep. When a man bleeps a woman, when a woman inhales a man, there's a new law of attraction in kind of a social contract that happens. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yep. I was accused by a friend of mine of trying to make projects about me less about community and more selfishly just about myself. So this one artist friend of mine really wanted to have the documentary be about all the artists that we know and not just about me. And what can I say? I mean, there's little things that I can say about that. There's only little things. It started out being about me, and so the end product is just following the precepts of the beginning of the project. And even though he's in it, to the extent that he's in it, he can be, there's an association being made between artists. So it's not that there should be any hard feelings, it's just that, it happens to be about a certain set of art practices that are namely my own, I guess, I mean, just to say outrightly. Anyway, I appreciate his contribution, his input, and his love as a friend, even though he's a bit upset. That's to you, O. Wish it was reciprocal. Wish you weren't bent out of shape. Damn, I should have gone the other way. Ugh. Great. Great, great, great. Great Tex. Great Tex lost a lot of weight. Now he's looking rather slim. Oh, the doodah day. Great Tex looks light, and Great Tex looks gray. Great Tex doesn't have a baggy chin or Google anymore. Oh, the livelong day. Yeah. Yeah, when are we really going to start talking about the other one? When is the philosophical discourse going to let go of this need for logical reductionism and really birth into inter-critiques of speculation? I don't know. I just think it would be interesting if things move that way, and I suppose I should be what I dream of. That's not the term. What is the term? Be the dream you wish to see. Something like that. Ugh. Boy, I want to do a. Want to do a hole there. I feel like I need to paint more holes in my painting here. Okay, and this one just showed up, so we're going to paint it in. Anyway, so Piro and Greytex and Amendam and 2E Serious and they're the old guard. And then Earl and Anton and I don't know. Who is actually in our little circle? I mean, I know Dew in the Morning is in the periphery. She's about the furthest away individual that I'm connected to that's in the group. Oh, and I just subscribed to somebody today that starts with a Q. Boy. Maybe, let's see, I think he is who has been, oh no, he's been commenting on Piro's videos lately. Anyway. Okay, where am I with this? Sorry, I'm feeling no nonsense now. Boy, I am nitty gritty. Anyway, so I'm really upset that I didn't make this line more this direction, because now it looks like a bump instead of being consistent with the rest of the checkerboard. But I tend to do that in my paintings, I suppose. There we go. Okay. Where else do we need to paint black? I mean, black should be in a lot of places. You know, part of this painting exercise is just to go through what's going through my head later on. It's, you know, just the self-reflection is kind of interesting to listen to after I'm done. I become amazed at who it is I turned out to be sometimes. I don't know if you guys get that sensation often. It's not like I'm really happy with myself or super duper sad with myself, but I'm just like, wow, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I say. You know. Just wanting to check myself in. Painting on death. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, sorry guys, you know, I'm just at this point keeping a record of the paint job. I'm pausing quite a bit. Oh yeah. See, I can't pump off more than 3-4 hours a day of anything. So it is about wrap time. Just looking at where we are. I wish my drive to paint was greater than my physiology right now. I mean, I guess I can work it into shape, try to force it, break out another color. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll do one, maybe two more colors. Okay. It's going to be one of these two. It's going to go around my Satan character. Or maybe I'll add dark blue instead. So I want it to be just a little bit darker than this light blue. And it's got to be on the cool spectrum. So we're going to use an ultramarine. Okay, we're mixing the ultramarine in with this nice light blue. It's a little bit more blue than yellow. Okay. Let's see, maybe I better paint it the way it's shown here. I paint little areas here for the dark blue. Kind of like he's in a little hot tub. Go figure, he's in hell. Might as well be in a hot tub in hell. Might as well be comforted. For your remaining days, you might as well be comforted for your remaining days. Otherwise, you will feel like you're not in the cold pool. That's what it is. It's not a hot tub, it's a cold pool that's in hell that Satan gets to meander in. Yeah. Yep. Pretty little water. Okay, so we'll rinse that out in light blue water. And then we will let it dry for a second. And then we'll put a colder blue on top of it. Ooh. Whoa, that's coming in extra dark. Okay. Paper towel time. Paper towel time. Paper towel time. Paper towel. Skibba-dibba-dibba-dup. Dibba-dibba-dup. Dibba-dibba-dup. Dibba-dibba-dibba-dup. Gotta go get my white. My white. My white. My white.
Where's my wife? I need to go get my wife and get her back here.
Oh, gun, how'd I let my wife go? For all you youngins out there, I recommend honoring all of your romantic relationships, but definitely don't spend too much time alone. Get hitched. Don't wait for the last minute in your mid-30s. And it's a rougher game when you do that. I should know. I ran that gauntlet the wrong way. Alright, I'm back, ready to paint that light blue in. Got my white up there. Just gonna mix a little white. Mr. White. Oh, shit. Mix the blue in too early. Okay, there's some white. I need a little bit more white. Okay, let's see how that looks. That's not too shabby. Yep, a little cool down pool for Satan, so Satan can administer his rightful justice on the guilty. And Lucifer just condemns down for the heavy burn. Lucifer is there to crack your psyche. Let's see. And in between them all, I have this big East Indian goddess figure with horns blowing everything out, which is a little odd. But I thought earlier today that the way to kill Satan would be to kill his bride. Then he would be lonely. Then he couldn't stay in his little cold pool any longer. He himself would have to realize the burn. And then all of a sudden he wouldn't be your overlord, he'd be your compadre. Burning together. But never fear, Mike. It's a painting. So, you know, if, you know, come what may. Come what may. You know, what am I supposed to do about it? Come what may. Okay. So, I think I should probably wrap it up, even though what I did there was I conceptually moved myself just into paint focus mode, and the pain literally moved away from me, kind of like a ghost for a while.
And it's only upon re-reflection that the pain kind of resets into the body. Of course, that's not always the case, but it's miraculous, everybody. You should try my oil. I'm a slick snake oilsman. Oil snakesman. Not really. Not really. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. But what I am is reluctant to paint black anymore because I don't see where to paint the black. I was going to paint pink. That's one other thing I was going to do. Paint some pink. So let's do that. Ugh. This is some of the finest. Here, let's move you guys over here. Hi, everybody. I'm up close and all. It's very great to see you. Hi, everybody. Hi. Say hi to Mom. Okay. When I come around. Okay, we're not going to use that brush. Bummer. Okay, we'll just put the base in. It takes a very steady hand. Hey, boo-boo.
Gee, Yogi, what can I help you with?
Hey, boo-boo, buddy. How about you and I go get ourselves some picnic baskets?
Gee, Yogi, that sounds wonderful. What should I wear?
I don't know, you boo-boo. Wear whatever you want.
Well, but Yogi, the professor says not to eat any of the picnic baskets.
Well, fuck the ranger, boo-boo. You're smarter than the average bear, eh? Can't remember which comedian did that, but it was from a set I saw a decade ago, maybe decades ago. You know, older people are just smarter. They've been around more. They've seen more things. I like that Louis C.K. insight. I was watching these teenagers online talking, and they're so insecure and they're so, you know, not knowing where they stand relative to anything, and they question it, and you can see it. And it just reminds me of my past and, you know, being a pimple-faced, kind of shy guy. But, I don't know, got outspoken at times. There we go. I guess. That's it. The pain is back again. It's time to reel it in. It's time to denote that I painted the water and the 666 on the same night. Yeah, radical, dude, radical. Yeah, I forget to think about all the people that were raised in damnation and hellfire households and how, you know, a lot of breaking out of that is just like, God, you know, everything anybody does would be sinful. So why try not to be sinful? Just be sinful. Just live your damn life and Just don't worry about the God thing. You know, just do what you want to do. That's the best thing you can do. And how that alone became the credo of atheism, like the marching orders. Like, just do what you want. Just don't worry about sin. You know, many paths will bring you to the same location, or no, only through Christ, only one path. But I believe you can go through the periphery and eventually you'll come around to ideas of Christ and Christ consciousness. Did I mention to you guys that I'm not exactly a Christian, but I'm not a Christian? It's not important. It's not that kind of video. How dare I bring that up? It's not that kind of video. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I personally am calling the painting a wrap for the night. And I've got my door open here in the west. Turning my fan off. Got to get my footrest here. That sticks out at the end of my feet. Okay. Alrighty. Sketchbooks, books. Vaporizer, water. Sword, and plug-in for the computer. Oh yeah. No kitty, no. No kitty. Yeah, little Kit Kat. Oh yeah. I think I might change Lily Puppy's name to Kit Kat. I mean, there's got to be a million cats that are named Kit Kat, but that's just rolling off my tongue lately. Oh my. It's like drinking a Slurpee on a 90-degree day. Laying back in this chair. Like a wash right up the spine. Anyway. Final thoughts of the day, yay. Of the painting, yay, yay, yay. Yeah, I don't want to get myself too upset in the future, so I want myself to take it easy when I listen to this. You know, I might say come what may, and I might believe myself condemned, but sometimes I believe myself as free and just completing and being responsive to my own egos and, you know, tenderloin steak. You know, aware of my veins, aware of my creases, aware of my texture. God, that texture. Shouldn't have made that part look so much like cardboard. What was I thinking? What was I thinking doing that? I don't know. The whole thing is a bit cartoony, so I just gotta work with what I have, and I think the real secret to this painting is just going to be, you know, laying it down, just keep going and going and going and laying it down, and eventually it pulls itself together. Eventually. Even though parts of it, boy. It's like a solution that you're not certain how to solve, you know. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, the hat, you say? Why, this lucky doodah of a hat, which shows the the bullet down below the gun, kind of being shot behind it, a ring showing off the gun, showing off the trigger of the gun with the yellow line. I can't remember who gave me this, but he was a really cool guy. And he knew this artist named Gary Swanson. He was a really cool guy and a great sculptor of wood. Really, really pretty good artist all around. Yeah, as far as great artists, a man named Hersiek, he was my roommate at one time in Venice, and he was substantial and a great influence and a pretty good friend. Over the years, we've held together. I mean, light communication and periodic phone calls. It's been a while. Maybe I should look him up. A great photographer, Justin Horrocks. A guy named Steve O that changed his name just to O. His license plate says, or his ID says OO on it. And Gabe Leonard, he and I, and Owen Hersiek, and Michael Paulton, and Jean Paul was out there every now and again, and numerous other artists. But the 5 of us were quite a clique out there, selling away. I set up next to each one of them at one time, if not multiple times, and would just hang out and talk shop and mellow out on the beach, and you can get skin cancer and smoke weed and drink. I don't know. I did all that. I can't say they did all that, but Hersiek lived pretty rough. Leonard was pretty clean. O was somewhere in between. No, O lived rough. Definitely. Who would I be kidding there? Mike lived rough too. Michael Paulton goes by Michael Falcon now, out of New York, and he sells these amazing collages, just absolutely stunning. Yeah, Leonard, he's an influence in some of my previous paintings. I was trying to get a product that flowed as well as his artwork flows. There's Sean Harris, who's a good San Francisco artist and photographer, very influential. Glenn Edwards was a professor. Rob Coombs paints women walking through the woods. Sam Loyler, he paints really thick kind of rural scenes. Really nice, easy listening stuff. Luke Frazier paints really thick and layered paint of wildlife scenes. I learned more illustration as opposed to painting, but I was taught by a painter how to illustrate. Yeah, that being Glenn Edwards. And Mr. Bill in Cottonwood High School, he kind of got me started with me being convinced that I could go into art just by him liking what I was producing, and encouraged me. And I don't know, I just hope I get through this painting. This one's so beastly and so big. Sometimes I just, I don't spend
as much time on it as I need to be because I've been doing this commission, but I don't know. It's a matter of energy and a matter of time. Get out of the house tomorrow, so I'm gonna clean myself up. Yep, 50 minutes, another day-long video. Anyway, I'm just rambling. God, I should play. We should play my phone messages for you guys. It's just amazing, but I'm not gonna.